gifted and black and I'm proud. On my James Brown, say it loud. Call me Lil Bro cause I'm rocking this crown.
What's good, Navy Yard? I'm your host, Josiah, with my co-host is
Sapphire.
And Nas.
So,
who we here with?
So, introduce yourselves, man.
My name is Dream.
My name's Precious.
My name's Top 5 Fan.
Cash.
Alright, so what's the topic, eh?
Alright, so there has been a recent development over the past few days where the Navy Yard Clubhouse will officially be closed.
It's tough.
The impact of that will drastically affect the community, the young people who are here, the explorers, the juniors, but also youth teens. I've seen you grow up. I've seen you make this club a part of like your second home. You'll come here, I learned, not because of the club, not mostly because of the gym, the activities, but of the connections that you made with Reggie, who's here for Notes, the beautiful studio that you have to use and create beats, with Berger, the Junior Academy, Curtis, and myself. So I would like for y'all, the question to all of you is in your own words, and try and be as transparent and be as open as possible with just generally how you feel about the Navy Yard closing and its impact on you, and then y'all take it from there. So whoever wants to go, please feel free to open up and share. The host, please take over in regards to who you would like.
So as a host, I'll just go first because, I'm probably the one that spent the, least amount of time here. So how I feel about it closing is just it's wrong because, mind you, across the street is the projects, and then I see some of the people that be doing some bad stuff probably sometimes. They come here as an escape, you know what I mean? And they just it makes them remember that common sense is a thing, oh, there's more stuff than what's going on out there and just losing your life to whatever nonsense is out there. The club also helped me sharpen my leadership skills, help me, this podcast helped me with my leadership skills, to project my voice more and my ideas and whatnot. It also helped me with Berger also helped me with some basketball, I had a few talks with you and Curtis. Y'all seen me for a bright young man, so you feel me? Just want to say thank y'all, appreciate it. So I took away a lot of,
Thank you, Josiah.
I feel like the second leash should go.
So if y'all want to go in order the whole show, I can do that.
Second leash should go.
Whoever's ready to speak, will speak.
Nas go. And then I'll go. And then, yeah.
Me, how I feel about the club closing, especially when I first heard the news about it, it broke my heart, because just knowing how, I ain't spent the longest time here, but the amount of connections I done built with people here is just sad knowing that a lot of us going to be going our separate ways, I done got connections from people. I live in Brownsville, so I got connections from people that live in downtown Brooklyn, somebody that live in Jersey, somebody that was born in Washington, all these other young, beautiful, black and Spanish people, and it just built our vibe, our connection, it just made it stronger. I done learned a lot of things from Mr. K. I had the pleasure of making a song being produced by Mr. Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Curtis, he brings a different vibe. It's mad short. I'm sorry. Berger, he done told us a lot and more. Made me understand the game a lot more. Miss T just welcoming us in the club, and Francesca and everybody else, etc. They really helped us out a lot. And I'm sad that the club's closing. The Coast Club.
You want to step out?
I'm good.
Bro, come on.
I just got liquid stuck in my chest.
That shit in my throat.
I would like to go next, and to be as transparent as I can, I feel like for the club closing, it's like our little piece of us remaining as our youngest selves is being taken away from us in a sense, and now we're gonna be forced into the real world. And some of us might not have, well, not even some of us, all of us is not gonna have the same mentors like you, Kurt, Berger, and the other grown-ups who work here. So I feel like it is a devastating thing that the club is closing, because this is like our, I'm not even gonna say our second home, this is like our primary home sometimes, especially because no one wants to go home right after school. And I feel like since now that the club's gonna be taken away, it's like kids gonna chill at the park or gonna be somewhere unsafe or do something that's quote unquote fun, which is not the best choice when you could be here and be cared for and like have people who actually love you in a sense. I feel like it's just a horrible thing that's happening, and they shouldn't close in the first place.
Well, me spending my time here, it's been a couple years. I seen a lot of new people come in. Some people left early for some reason, and like they don't come back anymore for some reason. Maybe because, you know, they get into the streets and then they start growing up faster than others. So, like seeing the club close is like, it's like dang, because I put in so much work here. I got trophies from here, rings, medals, so a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like it was like giving me a second chance, you know, because freshman year I wasn't doing that good. I was failing, not doing no schoolwork, stuff like that, running around in the halls. All right, I know my voice cracked. All right, chill.
Multiple times.
Relax, leave me alone. But yeah, just seeing it close is kind of depressing to an extent, cause it's like all that history just gone. We just got a whole bunch of new stuff, new teen center. I was here to watch the teen center change and stuff like that. I seen a lot of stuff change. Painted the walls, everything was new gym floor, and I was here when we had the old one. It was like, now just to see like, we got all that new stuff, and now it's like, for what? We don't even get to enjoy it, like, or I'm about to age out of here soon, so not even the kids that's gonna come in, or supposed to come in after me, can enjoy it, and possibly have like the same experiences I had it.
Yes.
That was really good.
Anybody else?
Okay, I'll go. When I first heard about it, I really thought it was very like messed up, and it kind of shattered my heart a little bit, because some kids, they come here to like eat. You see how they have like the food and the juices and stuff there? Like some kids, they don't have like food at home, so like they will come to the club to go get something to eat. And also some kids, like they have problems at home and stuff, and they don't want to go straight home because of whatever's going on over there. So they will come to the club, and it's like now that it's shutting down, it's like where are those kids gonna go? Like,
Precious, you should go.
Damn. Well, no, stop. I was
Just
thinking.
pretend you talking to us.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, when I first heard about it, I didn't believe it because I heard about it from my best friend. He sent it. But, like, when I was asking around, like, to people who was here longer than us, not a lot of people knew. Not a lot of people got the email because I didn't get the email. When I heard about it, I was sad because, like, I built many connections. And I come here because I'm in college now. So, like, a lot of the times my schedule might not match up with my friends in high school. So this is the place where I come hang out with them and go home. But, like, now that it's shutting down, it's like my schedule might not add up next semester. I might not have that place where I can meet up with my friends and just hang out and go home. I'm gonna actually just go home because I don't have a safe place. My friends, they like hanging in Tillery. I don't like hanging in Tillery because it's not a safe place. Many people get jumped there. Many things happen. I've been there where I was talking to somebody and he got jumped right in front of me. It's like, yeah, it's not funny.
See, I was like, yeah, you know, it just like,
Yeah, like, literally, they just called him. They was like, hey,
I almost got jumped in Tillery.
like, it's not a safe place. Like,
Twice.
like a lot of,
Some water.
Like a lot of these parks, a lot of these hangout areas around here aren't safe. And a lot of these kids that come here, they're in the streets. A lot of them come here for a safe place. They have police chasing them. They come here because they know it's a safe place. They won't have that anymore because there's not clubs that you guys are moving to aren't as close to their projects as this one.
And not even that. Not all like, not like I've been to different like boys and girls club, so like none of them is like this one because some people may just let the kids go around do this and that. Oh, don't bring that nonsense in here. Y'all be like, oh, you got nonsense. Alright, let me help you so you don't deal with that nonsense when you go out there again. You feel me?
It's more of a family environment.
Yeah. It's more of a, okay, like how can I help you to not do what you've been doing and get better? See see what you're good at, see what you can do, what you're capable of, and make you feel comfortable so you could probably unlock that next side of yourself.
I don't know to what he's saying. It's like as soon as I came, the first day I came to the club, Miss T was very welcoming. All of you guys were very welcoming. Mr. K rushed I think it was Bright, to show me around, show me the gym. You guys are very welcoming here. It's like my second family in a sense.
And now that the club is closing, like when I pass by here sometimes, it's not going to be the same at all. Like just knowing that I can't even step foot here again, like, it's like, crazy. Like even if I was about to age out, I was still going to come here and visit, you know, check up on everybody. But now I can't even do that. So
because of this place, I was able to go to my first NBA game ever.
That's true.
That is true. Yeah. It was my first.
We have one person who
didn't go,
and it's interesting how the timing worked because she's been here, and I met her when she was a junior, and she's grown a great deal. So it's up to you if you want to, how much you want to, share. But I know
if I talk, I'm gonna start crying. So.
Let it rain, wash
I feel like walking past and seeing that the club is going to be something else or just abandoned is going to feel weird. Like, it's going to be like, dang, I really used to go to this building every day.
Like we're straight after school. Yo,
Straight
boys and girls club,
school,
like every day.
bro.
We don't even be caring about the basketball, basketball.
It's
Like
just-
that. It's straight. Boys and girls club, like
and it was a chill spot. It's like you. It's like a place you get away. Maybe stressed in school, come here and stress goes away.
And then not even just that, they just like a lot of programs they offer for like money for people who need it. I done been a part of T&D, Man of Purpose, etc. Like, and now like these opportunities is getting taken away from us.
And some people, in here they go out their way to help people.
I feel like them taking the club away in the neighborhood where it's most needed is one of the most evil things that could happen to black people.
Because this neighborhood, you can really get easily influenced.
Easily by music, drugs, friends, strangers, crackheads.
Yeah, and I feel like the club keeps that stable. It keeps those kids that are like not into that lifestyle at bay. And then the kids that are already in that lifestyle, some of them come in here and they have a whole new perception and they change. So it's like this is a positive thing for the neighborhood. And to take that away is kind of
crazy,
because like there may be people across the street that do what they do. They know it's not good to do, but they do it. But when they come in here, they get away from all of that. They
see
they feel safe. It's good to feel safe in that area. Not all places you can feel safe. You don't have to look over your shoulder every 5 seconds.
They see another
somebody
place
trying to
where
get
it's
you.
not like they see another place where it's different from where they at.
I'll let you share an experience. Remember one time I was at Tillery Park. I'm playing ball there, and a group of there's 20 kids just come up to me, and they trying to rob me. Like they trying to get $5, asking if I got a phone and all that. And I didn't give up anything. You know, I was like, I don't got nothing on me, right? And then that's when they started to surround me, and like I see somebody that come to the club. I don't know if I should say
Somebody.
right? So, but he no, he was a good person. He saved me. I saw him. I was like, yo, you know them, right? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yo, can you tell him I'm good, right? And then he saved me, and he was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I don't do none of that. Like, and then he got me out of that situation. Like, that was a built connection from the club too. So it's just a lot of things a lot of opportunities that's being taken away from us.
Okay.
Got robbed.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's right.
Reggie and Mr. K, how do y'all feel about the club being closed down?
Absolutely. But before I answer that question, I would like to know if you would like to just say a few words or one word that, I mean, because it would kind of be, you know, if you didn't say anything, a little off. Is there one word you would like to say?
I mean, there's a lot of things that I could say. Like, it's just a lot of memories. Cause I've been here since I was 8, so I grew up in here. It's my childhood. I met a lot of people.
You know me?
Yo, he's a clown.
And yeah, like what just dropped? When I first came here, oh my god. When I first came here, I met who I met first.
Hi.
Damn. No.
I think it's something between two.
Oh yeah, out of the club, I met
Oh.
this goofy individual.
Met me at class at first, bro.
What?
Met me at
Exactly. I
class.
said out of the club. But he introduced me to these, not him, these, sorry, these people. Wait, you two, right?
These
I don't really
people.
know what to say, but
It's okay.
I just had a lot of memories here. I grew up here. This is like a second home. I come here every day. Every day. So it's really sad that it's closing because I come here every day and I won't have anywhere else to go because I don't really like being outside because it is dangerous. There's a lot of shooting happening and all of that stuff. And I don't really want to go home early. Yeah.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you so much. And again, throughout this conversation, if we change topics, feel free to, share more about the effects of the closing of the club. Josiah and then Reg, feel free. How do we feel about the club closing? I'm gonna try and be brief because this was your podcast. But I almost teared up. I did tear up, as a matter of fact. I almost cried. And I feel like tearing up right now, as a matter of fact. And the reason why is because I've gotten to know y'all. And I do realize how much of an impact that this is going to have on you and how much of an impact that we've had on your life. And I pray that with this club closing and not being in the area, call me spiritual, but I pray that there's some other resource here for you all. Even though I'm still here, not physically, I'll be in Manhattan at the other clubhouse. But because we're not here immediately and it's not within distance, I pray that there's some other resource or some other safe place that y'all can go to further develop as you get older and transition and going into college. So my prayer is that you have that support system for you, because I love y'all.
We love you too.
And just know that we're still here, and I just want the best for you, and I pray that I don't hear anything. I pray that you're all okay. And I'm upset that I can't be here with you all and have the impact that I've. that I've had on you while you're over here. And you know, you know me already. So, to keep it brief and to keep it short, I love y'all very much. And we're here, and if you need me for anything, don't hesitate to call me. Just stay focused. All right, stay focused and stay out of that mess. And do your best to find resources locally to keep y'all on the right track. What you got, Reg?
Thank you, Mr. K. Yeah, transparent.
Yeah.
For me, I'm still processing, as I'm sure we all are. Definitely sad that we're closing, and more so also disappointed in like the lack of planning around keeping it open, like the lack of just like vision in terms of what could have been done to make sure it didn't get to this point. Also, I think the biggest thing that is upsetting is that me and Mr. K were like adults and we had responsibilities and things like that, but the biggest thing is that's upsetting is that is basically being stripped from you guys. Like, it's not your fault. You didn't do anything to deserve it. It's something that it's like one of those things that happens in life where it's like, oh, like, wow, this happened to me, but I had no way or idea to even be prepared for this, you know. And yeah, I'm grateful to have even like I feel like I'm grateful to have served you. I think out of all of the jobs I've had, out of my like music educational career, this was definitely like my favorite job. And I've talked to the staff about this too, but this is my favorite core staff members that I work with, favorite facility. Like I've been doing music and producing stuff since I was like 13, 14 years old. And the fact that every time I come here, I'm basically guiding my younger self, guiding multiple versions of my younger self, whether that's 7, 8 years old, whether that's 18, 19. Even this podcast, like the fact that it grew, like you guys did this. This was something that like we talked about, but you all did this. You know, you guys were consistent. You showed up consistently. You came in with your own topics. You structured it. Even that, just to see you guys' growth in a short amount of time. And I feel like also before the podcast, I feel like a lot of you all individually, I didn't even get a chance to, I wasn't even pretty much engaging with you all before this podcast, and I've got a chance to know you all better through the podcast. So yeah, I'm torn up because even if, like I'll be placed at another clubhouse, but I really got comfortable here. Yeah, we spend 8, 9 hours a day here with the staff and the kids. And it was a comfortable place. It was really a dream situation for me to go home and like brag to my friends, yo, I'm doing all of this cool stuff with my kids and the teens every day. They got a podcast, they're making these songs, like even the basketball players are coming from the court now, they're making songs. But yeah, man, it's sad, you know, because you know, music was my outlet, but the fact that like even being I was at the Boys and Girls Club in DC, but I was never actively in the clubhouse. I played basketball and football, but I just did that because you know it was the clubhouse nearby and they're in the neighborhood. But I had other outlets outside of that too, and I think the saddest part with this situation is that there's a lot of kids in this particular area that don't. This might be the only outlet. This might be the only, you know, meal, as someone said before. This might be the only friend, only confidant, only parent, you know. So
So, all right. That's the long and short of it. That's the sad part about it. But as you'll know, if you haven't learned already, there's always a silver lining, right? It is a scripture that says, or it's not a scripture, but it's a quote that says, when one door closes, another door opens. So with that, I want to challenge you, all right? All of you here individually, with the exception of those who aren't here, you have had the privilege, the honor, whatever other adjective you want to use to describe, to have us as your mentors. So I want you to lead the conversation now as I pose the question, what are you going to do with the experience and the opportunities that you were able to get from us? You were able to get some tidbits of what we learned. We mentored y'all in some areas, what have you. This is a question I'm posing, but it's up to you if you want to answer. Y'all can even change the question and make it something else. But what are y'all going to do with the opportunity that you had here at the Boys and Girls Club? How are you going to make the experience that you had here at the Boys and Girls Club count in your life going on into the future? That's my challenge question for y'all, to dream that and to take, this experience and make it an opportunity for a successful future. Answer that question the best way you can. Rephrase it whatever you want to do.
I would like to go first. And the things that I would for my biggest mentor, okay, is that I will not attack people first, think before I do some action. And I will be able to deal with my money better, even from a young age, which I know some kids might not be able to do. But I know that I'll be able to control it better. I know that I had to focus on myself and not give out my attention towards ladies, games, or anything that doesn't help me succeed in life or become the thing I want to become. I will also know what kind of section or place I'm in when it comes to me working, and how, not even how, but like a way I could get myself out of a lower level of a job to a high level, to a point where money is working for me and I don't have to work to get the money and stuff.
Now, just lighten it up. This is not the end, this is a new beginning. So come on, what are your dreams? What have you learned? What was the highlights? Let's do it that way as well. What were the highlights? What were the great things that you experienced? What are the things that put a smile on your face?
Championships.
Let's go.
Right.
Championships.
Yeah. So, I remember the first tournament I played. Yeah, that was the first tournament we played in. We got the ring, right?
No. We lost to him.
Oh yeah, okay. So my first game in, I ain't really like it like that because I ain't really have no personal connections outside of just knowing, Nas and Cash. I got to know everybody else, so it made me want to just, I got to know other personalities and stuff. So I was just like, oh, it's actually cool here. So it took time for me to. So I remember the second tournament I played in here. We formed a team that no one could beat, and so like that experience, like the wins, the losses, we won mostly, but the wins and losses, it's just like it brought everybody together. Even our opponents, it brought them together. Like I got to know them. Like although it was like being competitive, at the end of the day, like it was like respect on both ends. And it was just like, oh, like when I first came here, I ain't get that much respect. So like for them to be like, bring me in and welcome me like on the court, it was like a big thing for me. Took a minute, but so yeah. And then I like the fact that we got a ring. I don't know where it is right now in my house, but hey, we got a ring. Another thing, what I'll take away from here is that I have a skill of potentially being a good leader one day, and that's what I could take away from here, that I could be a good leader and not to like second guess myself, and like if I'm gonna really do something, I have the ability to do it. I just gotta through the ups and downs, I gotta handle that, because not everything gonna come easy. I'm used to things not coming easy, but like yeah, it was just to take away from here. And also, you know, this podcast has helped me, you know, build my leadership skills. Although I'm not in much episodes. I probably missed like 2, 3. I don't know. But like, you know, before this, everybody here trusted me to, you know, start it off. So it shows that you know, I'm somewhat of a respected leader getting there.
Alright, for me, a thing that I could take from here when we all leave is to always keep my head up. I learned from a lot of people, like it'll be days I'll have off days, horrible off days, and he would tell me, yo, keep your head up. He'll tell me keep my head up, like, alright, you miss? Okay, my voice cracked, I get it.
Oh, him too.
Yeah, he'll tell me keep my head up too. And it's like, everybody here tell me to do that because they see I get down when something doesn't go the way I want it to go because I know I could do better at something. So they'll tell me keep my head up and it worked for me. So, yo, bro, all right. I'm dying.
Young old Cash going through puberty
I'm over here dying. All right?
Should have brought him some water instead of them tissues.
Yeah.
Let me say this in regards
Right,
to Cash.
so-
I heard they told me in the championship. We're not gonna talk. I just want to say in the championship, I heard that you were off,
Yeah.
and instead of complaining, you got back into the game and you changed your mindset. So, testament to you, Cash, in regards to
15
making
points.
a bad situation better.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you. What else we got?
Another thing that like uplifted me, I remember it was a time when we was about to play in a tournament, and I injured myself right before, like a week before tournament. I came down trying to block somebody, came down on my leg. I had to go to the hospital, and they told me I wasn't gonna be able to play basketball for like a month. But I was like, I'm not trying to have that happen. So what I did was I kept my head high. I iced my leg every day as soon as I woke up. I elevated it and stuff like that to get it ready. Before I started realizing in the house that I could do like a little jog in place. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm getting there. So the recovery process was good. But like, okay, leave me alone, bro. The recovery process was good, but I made it faster by keeping that positive attitude, and like I was able to make it back in time for the tournament, and I forgot how many points I scored when I came back.
28.
28? 28.
That was close.
And that was actually the tournament that had the rings.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It was?
yeah.
What age?
I was 17. Right?
No.
18?
Yeah.
18.
He was 17.
Well, I was 16.
Wait, if
Wait, so he was 17.
I was 17, because if he was 16, I was 17.
And then
I was 17.
I was the 18-year-old.
Yeah, he was 18.
Yeah, yo,
With me,
lighten it up. How y'all feel? Talk about,
it's just, like I
The
said, it's just,
ladies are kind of quiet, but
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go.
alright. Like I said, just the opportunities I had to, communicate with different personalities and all that, and also the championships, and just not even just basketball. Like I got better at ping pong. I ain't gonna lie. Pool on my eye at, but it was just like, just get the best thing for me was just meeting new people, cause I'm antisocial, like around certain people. Like I don't talk.
Yo, she's a clown.
He's not lying.
He's not lying.
But like I don't be talking to people unless I know you for real. But being here, it like elevated my social skills. I'm not gonna say I'm fully there yet, but it opens me up to more people. And then I ain't gonna lie, like it made me realize who my brothers are. Well, mainly with him, cause we knew each other. Me and Fantrel, we knew each other. You was cool and all that, but the club really got us closer. Like we got a strong bond now that we will continue to have.
I just want to say
Through the Saturday and Sundays for me.
teammate grade is I had like a B minus.
Ooh.
It went down. Forgot to. Yeah.
What?
Said more of a brotherhood, right?
Wow, so you
Forgot to
I'm a
add.
delinquent?
Like it's not all of us. I mean, it's all of us, bro. It's not.
No, I'm saying specifically him because we wasn't that close. I wasn't even talking about you. I was saying,
Yeah,
I
wait
would
till
like-
turn it.
I was
Right,
already
right. I
cool
would
with
like
y'all.
to-
Y'all was my
I
brother.
would like to add on to that because I used to have the mentality where I would have friendships so I could gain stuff from them and they don't usually gain stuff from me because
Using.
it wasn't like a use in a sense because I used to be that person and I kind of still am where I would always make sure that my brothers eat, like to a point where I know when Cash don't eat and you don't even have to tell me.
Which is crazy.
I know when you don't
The
eat.
same thing with him yesterday.
That's,
Bro, I was
I
just-
know
I'm
you
so
don't,
confused.
like, word, I did the same thing for me yesterday. I know Josiah and Cash usually do not eat. I know when Cash is down. So, like, I'll
Damn.
put myself out there to always take care of them. And I realized that people didn't really take care of me like that. So, I realized that when I had certain friendships, it's like I would gain something from them. It wouldn't be money. It would be, like, more knowledge and more how I would, like, act for myself or how I would get my morals in a sense. But now, like, when I came to this club, it made me realize that I could lay back and not be as lenient anymore when it comes to certain people, and I could at least trust some people to the extent. Like with Nas, I was a person. I have one of my morals where I lie if I have a reason. It don't have to be a good reason. If it's a reason for me, it's a good enough reason to me. And I would lie, yeah. I would lie, yeah. But at the same time, I gain a vibe with Nas or a trust with Nas to the point where like I could just say it. And even if like, oh, you're gonna joke around and judge me, whatever, or say whatever you're gonna say, I know that you're joking around. At the end of the day, we still like this, fingers crossed. At the end of the day, so. Yo, Precious, you go.
Yo.
It's your turn. You.
I know. Something I learned is to never regret the opportunities I take in life. I learned that from Mr. K. I was gonna so I graduated early from high school and I regretted that because like I found out that my college might have been closing down. I talked to Mr. K about it and I had said that I regretted even graduating early because I spent most of my high school years online. Then I went straight to graduation. And then I find out that my first year in college, my college might be closing down because they're in debt. He had it's not
It's crazy. People.
Nah, that's crazy because she just gave them money.
yeah. Yo.
I'm being for real.
So it's like so when I told Mr. K that, he basically told me like not to regret the opportunities you have in life. Things happen for a reason. And then I ended up finding out like 2 weeks after that they finally sold the building and got 160 million, so we're not in debt no more.
Because of your money, yeah.
Yo, no, not because
It's like the last student.
yeah. So yeah, never to regret the opportunities you take in life because even though it goes bad sometimes, there's always it could turn around, yeah. Yo. Memories in the club is just my talks with the staff member is Miss T. I'm always talking to her. We can relate on a different level. Like some things I will tell Miss T, I might not even tell my parents because it's just like I feel more comfortable with Miss T. Talks with Mr. K. That's my Uncle K now. You know, that's family.
You mean grandpa?
No, that's my Uncle K. Like I call it
Nah, that's crazy.
Mr. Curtis, that's Uncle Curtis. Like they
That's not
really
uncle,
like
that's
my
ancestor. Why are you
No.
with the program?
Okay, grandpa and ancestor. You feel me? Yeah, them. They're really like my family now. Like I could talk to them about anything, and they'll give me advice based on what they feel is right. And then I'll talk to them, and I'll say, "Well, I feel like this," and we'll come to a common ground. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, have a conversation among yourselves too. I'm not the host.
Well,
Too often.
all right. I'm gonna put this between us. You know, we. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna put this between us. There's nothing in here. How do y'all think our brotherhood has enhanced as we've been going here together?
I feel like one key thing that made us bond even more is basketball. Like, I wasn't a basketball head, and I didn't even bond with them like that on that level because they will be bringing up basketball players, and sometimes they still do, and I'll be in the back like, I don't know what to be told. I'm like word.
He be like, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, like, but
That was you the other day.
but then like now I
JBT.
got used to basketball, and then like when they trust me with a certain shot or trust me in a certain play or they will help me, it's like I learned to lean on them more when it comes to that, and I learned to accept them for who they are. And I feel like with each different person, I gain in a different certain way. For Cash, he was there when I used to be in City Point. I'm not gonna talk about those days, but when I was in City Point, and he was a person I was just there. Like, no, he wouldn't bother nobody. He wouldn't do nothing. But I'll make sure that he's good. He'll make sure that I'm good. And that's one way I learned to, mess with Cash more or gain the bond with him better. With Nas, it's like I gained it through basketball. When I gained it through basketball, it's like we just kept hanging out with each other, with the whole group, and we evolved even better. Like, the connection was just there. It clicked. The jokes was funny. It wasn't like he was a born person at all. He clicked. Josiah, I'm not gonna lie, I met him through Nas. As much as I don't have the strongest bond with Josiah, I can still see that me and him, we're still like brothers. We may not be like full fingers twist, but in a certain way, it's like I understand that Josiah may be there for me when it comes to certain things, and I may be there for Josiah when it comes to certain things. Like, that's just the type of person I am. But that's
Basketball
just
trainer. Basketball trainer.
I heard was
Basketball trainer. What I'm gonna say.
Nah,
Basketball trainer.
going back to Cash question,
What was
like,
his
I
question?
feel like he's stupid, bro. Yo, alright. But stupid.
I was just listening.
Alright. But like,
We're not like.
the way I feel like our brotherhood, like, got stronger is basically, it was just being here. Like, honestly, like, we ain't really have no other place to be. Like, once I graduated from our school, right, like, I couldn't see them nowhere else, right, especially in the winter time. So I'll meet them here, and that's when, like, we got closer, yeah, just the bond with my brothers. I mean, I knew Josiah separately, but I brought him here, right, and then he got to bond with my other brothers, and now they brothers.
I'm adopted.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's adopted, but yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Like, yeah, when I first met Nas, I was a freshman. He was a sophomore. But I didn't pay attention to him like that. Like, he wasn't a main character in my book, you know? I'm for real. But freshman year went by, right? I didn't recognize him. Nas was like really short, and I was taller than him as a freshman.
Short and fat.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, you just put that all out there.
Yeah, I was fat.
Yeah,
He
so
was a young girl.
I wasn't paying attention. I honestly thought he was in my grade at one point, but I guess not. But yeah, after quarantine, we had blended learning. Came back. I see one of my gym teachers.
No. Tell them the full story.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell the full story.
Tell
This
the
is
full
how it went
story,
on my side.
brother.
So the gym teacher, I see him first. He's like, "Oh, you seen Nas? He got big, man." I'm like, "Nah, I ain't see him." I leave the gym. I go. He walked by me. He like, "Yo, what's up, Cash?" We wasn't really like that close, cause quarantine happened. We didn't talk like that. So he dabbed me up. "What's up, Cash?" I'm like, "I don't know who that is, but okay." Look like a whole different person, right? So then I go back down to the gym. The gym teacher's like, "Sure you see him? He kind of tall. Now, he got a decent amount of hair." I'm like, no. Next day, I look. I see him on the third floor.
Yeah, I was walking past the door.
Yeah,
Past the room he was in.
third floor. He's like, "What's up, Cash?" I look. I was like, "Nas?" He was like, "Oh, now you remember me." I was like, "Oh shoot, bro, you got tall." And then ever since then, we just been talking, and it was like a whole summer. We made a friend group and everything. We planned on recording YouTube videos, but we didn't get to doing that yet for some reason. We've been stalling for a couple years. Like,
that's a fact.
yeah, a couple
But
years.
I'm actually glad because now we got new people that.
Yeah. But we could have still introduced.
Yeah, but it's better now. Like starting everybody from the
Yeah. So I introduced him to some of my friends from freshman year when I first got there.
Already. I just didn't know. I wasn't cool with you. I was cool with Dalton and Kanye.
And Eli.
Eli.
Yeah.
I didn't really know.
I met Eli freshman year and stuff like that. So, yeah, I built a brotherhood with these guys for over years. It's not like I met them like 2 months ago. I'm calling my brothers. It's been years. So.
All right, so I wanna switch the vibe up just a bit. I want you to stay with the theme. Hold on, Josiah, I got you. Stay with the theme. But I want you to keep in mind that this is a podcast, and we're just here observing. Reggie and I just here observing. This podcast is for y'all. Continue the dialogue amongst yourselves. You got your co-host Sapphire sitting there all quiet. Grandma Dream is still contemplating, but I would like for y'all to have Reggie and I know
honestly, after the bro talk.
Guys.
After the bro talk.
Yeah, we're talking about how
bros before dolls.
Oh.
Word. Black power. Continue, guys.
How do you feel about that statement that Fantrel just
I did
said?
not like that because
Oh my god.
You're not a doll?
No, I'm not a doll.
Oh.
You're not a Barbie.
You're not a human.
I know you're a Barbie.
that's crazy.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
every
crazy.
girl be like, I'm a barb. I listen to Nicki Minaj.
Exactly.
Oh no.
You are a barb.
I'm not.
Yeah, my fault. Okay.
Exactly. Look at her.
Okay.
She'll be
So
here
you prefer
blushing.
doll?
She's
What
like,
you prefer?
You got
She's
the
a
glitter.
dark
You got the
lady.
glittery. Like, come on.
I prefer nothing but female.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bros before
female.
females. Okay, now bros, let's continue talking.
Women, girls, no.
Females or
Females.
You know. Yeah.
No,
females.
please don't start something. we
That's
not gonna
crazy.
finish.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go.
I'm
Let's
not
continue.
going.
Let's
Nah,
continue.
Josiah, go.
As much as more of us than them, but they still gonna win.
Josiah,
somehow.
go.
I will. Oh, the
Oh my God.
Alright.
How did this club
Bro, how you
increase
like this?
our bond? How did this club increase our bond?
Our brothers
as-
bond.
Alright, so
Brotherly
like Nas
love.
said, we both know each other already, you know, same hood and all. But for me, like, he introduced me to them at first. I was annoying. I ain't gonna lie. That's just who I am. They accepted me.
him at first.
I don't care. Shut up. The way I am, I'm just gonna be who I am, regardless. You judge me, hey, I might have I have a short temper, so yeah. But, for me, I feel like this club brought us like all together. For me, I ain't know Fantrel like that. I didn't really know. I was just not really talking to him like that sometimes. But then he just like, we were just talking. And it was just like because of basketball, we were just like, oh okay. I seen that, I seen his game and stuff, and I was just like, okay, he's good at that and this and that. He wants to get better. So me being, learning, my my leadership skills and stuff. I was just like, I'm willing to always help somebody get better if they want to put in work. But so yeah, I feel like basketball will not brought us closer, and then we could always do something. Now we could always do something outside of basketball since we know each other more. With Cash, he was quiet. He was
Cash, quiet?
He was quiet. Well,
Cash is quiet.
Cash is quiet.
Cash?
Where he wanna be?
Cash
Yeah.
is quiet.
No. Alright, bro. No. Like,
So at
Cash
first,
is quiet one sometimes, bro. Like,
surprisingly.
Words.
But like before, when he was quiet, I was just like, okay, this is just this light skinned dude that can shoot. So then I just learned like he a goofy dude. I'm a goofy person. I was just like, okay, we all vibed with it, and it was just like now because of here, we just like also everybody here like all four of us wanted to get better at basketball, so like they like them trusting me to like now we're in the process of all getting better as a group. In basketball, like.
Stupid.
Go continue. Just continue, cause
Okay, so I feel like because of basketball, the fact that all four of us want to get better, and then like the fact that I'm the one that wants to like I don't know if you have like I'm the one that wants to after basketball I want to be a trainer, help others and whatnot. So me, having this ability at a young age to help the people I care about is like it's cool for now. You better show up on Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, just that. Huh?
Yeah, y'all know what's happening. No, he don't know, but Nas, you know what's happening Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, and it's getting hot outside.
Yup. Preparing you for Gersh.
Before.
Okay.
Ladies, I'm using that as a segue for y'all to be able to share and open the dialogue among yourselves. That's only why I interject.
pals before gals. That's what you say.
All right. I'm done speaking. If y'all ladies would like to take the floor and talk about y'all little
How did y'all develop a sisterhood? Because I know y'all
sisterhood.
close.
Well,
to an extent.
But I met Dream. I don't even think she remember this. I don't know, but I met her before I even got to the club because of my cousin Olivia.
Okay.
Olivia's your cousin?
Yes, Olivia's my cousin.
Olivia.
That's
I mean, it's like I don't really like.
What, okay, this is
Yeah.
basically what we trying to ask. What brought y'all to be as close as y'all right now?
Oh, I
What
can
brought y'all
start.
together?
Oh.
You want me to start?
Well, we
Want me to start or you want to start?
yeah, like we basically opened up about the problems that we have, and it's kind of like similar in a way. So like we kind of like connected.
So to start off, I don't really like people. I don't like talking to people. I'm not gonna hold you. I really I stick to the people I know. So like I knew Ambrose, Cash, Dalton, and my best friend Nate when she was coming. I don't really know anybody else. So I used to just sit in the corner or sit in the gym while Dalton would play ball and just watch him play ball. Then I started talking to Nas because I seen he came and I was like, oh yeah, he go to my school or went to my school. And that's when I started talking more to him. I met him but I met Dream because she randomly just came up to me one day and was like, so you're not going to give me a hug? And I was like,
Nah, I'm weak.
Yeah, that's one thing too. Like, as soon as you come in here, you instantly feel like it's a family.
yeah.
Especially with Dream.
We come
It's just,
She's got one annoying little sister.
Yo,
bro.
real quick,
Bro.
if you wearing headphones, warning, this is Dream.
Literally, she came up to me and she was just like, so you're not going to give me a hug after I hugged everybody. And I was like, oh, hey, and just gave her a hug. I didn't really know her, but I didn't even know her name. I just, you know, I was like,
Nice.
nah, not like that. I just didn't know you, but like you came up to me and I guess you, so I was like, hey, and then I asked, we started a convo.
like Dream was on some. I'll be chilling, watching a movie on my phone in the teen center on the floor, nice and comfy. She'll come sit on my back.
This is Dream.
Yeah.
Yes.
I met.
You gotta get lower.
And she always,
All right.
she always taking somebody's stuff, moving it,
Yes.
touching people's stuff.
Jumping on people's
like,
Trying to run
Legs.
away with little legs.
I'm like, Dream, can I have my hat? She pick up my bottle. I'm like, Dream, can I have my bottle? Pick up my headphones. Then my fanny pack. Like, I'm like, bro.
I met Sapphire through Money Matters actually. We were literally sitting in a room and we had a intimate conversation amongst me, her, and Cash, and that's how me and her. After that, I invited her to go to the movies with me, cause I felt like instead of having Cash in the room too, I'm a female, so I could relate to her more on her situation. So, invited her out to the movies, and that's how we got closer. Yeah, I feel. I feel like even though I don't like people, I start even though I don't like talking to people or I don't like people, I feel like once I get to know you or I get a sense of your vibe, I'm gonna have a welcoming aroma to you. I didn't know nothing about her until she, told me some things, and then I immediately offered to go to the movies with her and have a sit down and talk to her. And then Dream, that's just my girl, Say hi to her.
That's my best
So.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all wanna.
What was the?
How
How
did
did
the club
being y'all sister?
improve?
Y'all
What?
talked enough.
Yeah.
Can I say
Just.
something real quick?
Just.
When I when I came here, I feel like I met better female friends. I feel like my old female friends in my school, they were bad examples. They were I wouldn't. No, I'm gonna say I don't care if they see this. They would peer pressure me to do certain things, and they would just make me do bad things, and I realized that put a bad
Yo, Ambrose, fix your face.
Are the bloopers gonna go in here?
You should.
No.
Maybe
Anyways, child.
Continue.
So when I came here, it was just different. It was y'all don't y'all not fake. If there's something that's going on, it would be.
I'm I'm looking at you, bro.
Continue.
Too bad. Dog.
Yeah.
Don't take that off and hit you with it. You gotta stop. Got some
Continue.
glitter in your dreads.
Continue. Like, ew. Y'all is violent. Continue.
Like when I came here, it was.
Yo. Alright. On a serious note.
All right, get
Alright,
finish.
On a serious note.
No way.
Oh my
Can I
God.
speak? Can I speak?
Yeah.
That's
no.
just.
Like when I met certain females, I was just like, oh, you guys are cool. At first, I really did not like nobody when I first came here. I was like, no, because I'm just miserable a little bit. But then I met a couple of people. You know, besides females.
You know me?
Besides females, no, not really.
Wait, what
He
happened?
said, you know me.
No. Can I speak? Shut up.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Dude, not you, not y'all. Y'all good. It's the males. Anyways, now, when I first came,
What?
when I
Respect.
first, now, when I first came here, it was like I met a couple of people. You know, I grew bonds. I grew bonds with people. You know. But like at the end of the day, like there's nothing wrong with y'all. But, like at the end of the day, like I would still like talk to Olivia because that is my cousin and she's pretty much the only female that I really bond with. But I do enjoy like having y'all around because you guys are actually good vibes and you guys are not like. I don't know how to put it in words because this really like y'all do y'all do wrong, but y'all do no wrong. Yo.
I don't know. Wrong is crazy.
And it's just like, wait, let me see.
What
Let
I'm
me
trying to
see.
say is that we don't do enough wrong for you to separate yourself.
No way. That's what I'm getting. Like, okay.
I mean, like, y'all didn't rub me off the wrong way. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you still
And
do
despite,
yourself.
listen,
Alright.
and despite, like, I know I said harsh things and did harsh things to people.
Yo, okay. Y'all.
Alright.
I'm listening.
All
Do
right,
this.
now, please, can I speak? I cannot speak if there's people, like, making little noise. Like, you can put your hand down. But anyways,
Dude, this is
Y'all.
hilarious, bro.
Come on, y'all. Like,
please,
Yo, we've been doing
pull
this
it
for like.
together.
we talk about.
I know.
Continue.
Thank you.
There's gonna be a lot of editing, Reggie.
Yes, because these people are laughing.
Alright,
Yeah,
let's get through
that's
it.
what
Talk.
Okay. Like, despite everything and stuff like that, it's like I really do love y'all. Like from the bottom of my heart. Well, some of y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, like that.
I'm gonna use the
What
pictures.
happened?
Go Dream.
How did this
Question.
club
She asked her how to
improve
Your sisterhood.
your sisterhood?
or like
Or
your
the-
personal friendships with us. Let's say that because.
Now you wanna speak?
So, word to Ambrose. Alright, watch. Okay, continue.
Shit kept it talking. Shit kept it talking.
Like between us, like the fluids. With that, how they talk
You
about
already know
the
how we
growth
rock,
thing and
so,
how they met.
That's gang. Don't gotta say too much.
Sapphire, I don't really know
Shade.
how I met you, but like I know, no, not like
You
that. Like
so-
I know how you met. I know how I met you, but I don't know how I met you.
We met in
Y'all
the peas
clicks.
across the street.
Wow.
Yeah.
What you said?
Why she
Clicks?
said it like
You don't know
that?
how y'all clicked?
Yes.
Oh, no more
We
project
know how we
relationships.
clicked.
But I know I met you through Sean and Olivia, cause I do remember that one memory on the bus that we was coming to the club. That was during the summer. I'm not pretty sure what year, like 2019.
Where did that come from?
What with y'all?
Where
What
did
was I saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
bring it back. You said
You
how you
remember how you
probably
met her?
didn't. Yeah.
Ignore all the cursing.
You called
but
yourself
that's
ugly.
Yeah.
Disfigured
Chips.
still.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all. Continue.
Alright, let's. Yeah.
I forgot.
Alright, and that's.
Yeah, but
How you met her? You was talking about how you met
How
her.
you met
But
your
yeah,
mother.
I have,
Yeah.
you know,
this
I was-
bond. We have a bond.
yeah, we have a bond and stuff, and like, you know, we got it closer since the club. What? That wasn't even English, but you know. got a closer bond.
And we're gonna
True.
get closer.
Yeah, got
The
closer.
bond was bonded.
Close like that.
Yes.
Precious
You,
ones.
when you first came to the club, I was like, who's this? You know, let me go make new friends with this person.
So let
because
me just go
I know,
hug a random person.
because
don't
I know everybody. No, it's not really a random person because she know y'all. So I felt.
How you do that?
She a
I
real-
met her when she had that red wig.
Word. Yo, that's crazy. Blasphemy.
She's right.
The lace was lacing. So I said, hey.
The hair was lengthened. It was like.
I just dabbed her up. I just said, what's up?
Nah, word. Like,
All right,
No,
word.
I'm just a hug. I'm just a friendly person. So.
I used to aggravate her in school.
yeah. Yeah.
She really didn't like me.
Yeah.
Like despised me.
That's
Yeah.
nothing
Was you crying in that?
It was them
Alright.
two. I despise them. No funny.
new. Who?
Yeah.
Why me?
Alright, we're not gonna be.
I was on board.
Okay, TV. Why me?
Alright.
I was
First of all, Cash, I had gym with him early in the morning. He used to just sit on me and just like laugh and just have
Sit on
conversation. Literally, I'll be sitting because we have to sit on the floor in gym. He'll just come and just sit on me and just be like, and yo.
Alright.
Me next, why me?
And then him,
Anybody else would like to say anything?
Yeah, I need to hear this.
She's
I-
I ain't really
talking.
They
finished.
don't need to know this.
and then him, he was just Ambrose, like
Yeah, Kim.
Ambrose, like.
So me saying precious was bad.
No, you know it's crazy. The first day he met me, he made fun of my name. Ever since then, I despise him.
I did.
Nah, really, bro.
I
That's
low-key
how
did
no.
in silence.
She did not despise me. That's how we clicked.
He's
I met her
lying.
name. I
He
met her
lying.
name. I remember this it's like the back
The
of my
movie.
head.
Like,
I
literally.
met her. We met her at
The
Avid,
back
right?
of your head.
Word. I remember this like it's the back of my head.
You can't see
So
the back of your head.
that's what I'm saying. When you see the back of your head in the mirror, you remember that? Yeah, feel me?
I have to use the
So look,
back.
look. Hold on, TV. Let me talk. We was at Avid, right? And we had one of the greatest teachers, Miss Snyderman. People may not like her. Some break.
Ooh,
Like him.
chill.
Example.
Tell him
But-
my favorite teacher.
If you had her, she really treated you like how you treat us, Kay, in a sense.
Yeah.
So, I learned that her name was Precious. People learned that my name was Fantrel, but I'll go by Ambrose due to my algebra 2 teacher algebra. Yeah, algebra 2. So when I learned her name was Precious, I started daydreaming about the movies. That one
You
time.
see this? You see this?
Not like,
You
hold
see
on,
this?
hold on. When the girl-
Yes!
Yes! Yo, I ain't gonna lie, when I heard Precious, I ain't gonna lie. Me too, but I ain't think she ran with the chin. I ain't seen that. Yo.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me talk. So,
All them chickens
no,
fell out. She
not
had
that.
2 pieces.
Let me talk.
Yo, let them see the bond
Hold
with
on.
us, though. Like,
So,
like,
when me being the person I am, I may speak out, but I don't mean to be rude. I just say certain things because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm brutally honest, and that's one thing I do gotta work on, honestly. But
Too honest.
I'm brutally honest. And,
Wow.
and like
Sorry, what?
when I heard her name, the first thing I thought about was Precious. I started joking about it. So then I started thinking about my little Precious.
Nah, he asked me about the fried chicken scene, and then I went home and I told my dad and I cried. And my dad was ready to whoop his behind. But and then they gained a bond because I never told my dad that it was him. You know?
Yeah, her dad and her mom really be like this, like word.
Yeah.
Even though we haven't talked in a minute.
Because they never knew that it was him. They never knew he
So
was
then
the
there was
boy.
like one day I started petting her hair and I was behind her ears. I little Precious. And I just
Like I'm an animal. Y'all see this? Like this is very outrageous.
Nah, but honestly, I'm happy that I was the person that I was back then because you are a chill person, and I'm happy that our bond like increased throughout the 4 years and throughout this club. Like, this club, whoever on this club is weird for even like shutting this down. Like, that's some weirdos. Word.
You know, this club really brought us back.
Oh, we
to
can
being
say that?
friends.
We can say that.
no. Matter of fact, no.
What? My tune was nothing.
Yeah, not too nothing.
Get him after.
He said I was gonna close
Get
it.
him after.
Family
Wrap it
pack.
up. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Alright, Navy, y'all. We all like upset that the club is closing. Hopefully, a miracle will come through, and then something can happen. We can still keep this safe space. But I'm your host Josiah,
I'm your co-host Sapphire.
I'm Nas.
and we out.
Take your cheers. Why you running through the door?
I didn't get to say my name.
Word, like.
Word.
My name is Drake.
Word.